If you'd like to win yourself a Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Juggernaut Edition, head on over to my Twitter at TommyT999, find the pinned tweet, follow the instructions, and that could be yours. But welcome back to another episode of the Rocket League Goals of the Week, and on screen now is last week's winner. Yes, your votes gave Damboy96 the top spot and a place in the Goal of the Month, where he will go up against all of the other winners from 5 weeks and 5 episodes of the Goals of the Week, and one of those will then move on to the Goal of the Year. This great comeback from Dan with just seconds remaining, getting it to 5-all, sending it to overtime, and not only that, going on to win the game. Now Dan, you will also get yourself a T999 branded t-shirt, so make sure you get in touch via my email, which you'll be able to find in the bio for the channel. Quite simply, drop me your details, drop me your address, and I will get that sent out to you as quickly as possible. And yes, one of these t-shirts will be winging its way to you as soon as you get me that info. Before we get into the standard 10, we've got the buzzer beaters of the week. BB5 comes from Sunny with Spongy, and they are 3-2 down. The clock is done for. They need to score to get this to overtime. And what starts with a nice little juggle from Spongy, he then flicks it on up for Sunny to finish, and that one is going to overtime. And then, just over a minute in, they win it as well. Your next choice is BB4, and it comes from Assassin 22244 with Hayden Co. And yes, the timer is over. The ball is still bouncing around, they're keeping it up, and again, they are 3-2 down, and just before it touches the ground, he has knocked it in. 3-3, another overtime beckons. Love the work between the two of them. Almost a goal from Hayden, but Assassin with the follow-up, making sure it did progress to that next stage of overtime. BB3 comes from Cobalt Cutter with Web Sling 9, and again, 3-2 down. It's a very common occurrence for this episode, but that awesome work from the two of them, great teamwork, bicycle hit finish. Again, we're moving into overtime, and hopefully they went on to win this one as well, especially with a cracking finish like that to send it to that dreaded sudden death. Your next choice is BB2, and it comes from I Am Sonar, and this one is tied at 6-all, and he's taking it all the way down towards his own goal to go and do this. With no time on the clock, 7-6, victory is theirs. And your final buzzer beater of this episode is BB1, and it comes from Timed In. 2 seconds remaining, he has just made it 6-5, but now has to score one more within 2 seconds to send it on into overtime. The clock is done for. If that ball touches the ground, it is game over, and Timed In is going the wrong way until he finally turns it back round and has just dribbled this all the way through to make it 6-all. What an amazing piece of work. But now it is down to you. You vote and you decide down below in the comments which your favourite is. You write the letter or the letters and number of the one clip that you want to progress to move on to the Goal of the Month and win themselves a T999 branded t-shirt. So all you do is write BB and the number, just the letter of your favourite, or T and the number if you choose one of the teamwork goals. So first up, here is Goal A. This is Nexus UC, and he's just made it 4-0 by just falling straight down off of the wall, keeping himself vertical, a little bit of boost, and blocking it home. Loving your work, Nexus. Your next choice is Goal B, and this comes from MCRW, and already 1-0 up in this one. I love this pirouette move as he comes off of the wall. The defender comes in, and he pirouettes the ball past him, and then knocks it home, as if to make it look like the easiest goal ever, but that lovely pirouette flick, well deserving of making that one 2-0. Next up, it's Goal C, and it comes from Drinken. Loving the use of the Merc. It is 0-0, 3 minutes 25 left. Someone needs to score, and Drinken is going to do this. Yes, he has literally gone all the way up to the roof and knocked that down at the most acute angle, watched it bounce, and continue the momentum over the line. Next up, Goal D comes from Eclipse's YT. This one again is also 0-0, just coming up to the first minute. And what a move this is. From his own end, he's knocked it into the sky and then just dribbled it all the way down to make it 1-0. Opposition, see you later. Absolutely no chance. Postage stamp finish. Your next choice is Goal E, and it comes from Swaggerfant. They're already 5-2 up. The game is pretty much over. But this is a cracking redirect. He's flown past the ball, swiveled the car round so that he could use the bonnet at the right angle to knock that home and make it 6-2. Swaggerfant, I salute you for that one. We've got some teamworks of the week. T5 comes from Pato130 with Badass Mitchell. This one is 3-2. They need to score. Although Badass's shot was going wide, Pato has again beautifully redirected that home. T4 comes from QSA Replays with Uvula Coda 7348. There is no hope for them in this game. They are 10-1 down with just 10 seconds remaining, but pride is at stake and they want the best goal of this game. And I tell you what, QSA may have just delivered it. It's 10-2, they've got no chance of winning, but a great piece of work there. Aerial goal. Hopefully, a bit of pride restored. Next up is T3, and it comes from Gerard with IJZC. And this is what happens right from the start of the game, just seconds on the clock. Gerard goes and does this. I am loving that finish. The long ball from IJZC. And Gerard spins the car round, and with the deftest of touches from his bonnet, knocks the ball towards the goal and makes it 1-0, giving the opponents no chance at all. T2 comes from Jihad 2016 AW with XX David 74XX. David with the cross. And Jihad AW with a lovely finish. Seeing that one more time. A great cross there. Gets a backwards goal as well with that aerial. Phenomenal bit of work. And then T1 comes from Dine Stefonkel with Invalid Exception. This one is all but over. They're 5-1 up. Make that 6-1 with a nice little cheeky turtle finish. Coming down from the ceiling of the stadium, lands turtle style, slides in with his boost, makes it 6-1. Now, this is goal F and it comes from Kaiser HX. 2-1 down with just under a minute remaining on the clock. They've got to score, and score quickly, to make sure they've got an opportunity of winning this game. And that's exactly what Kaiser does. Follows that ball all the way towards the goal, from the roof of the stadium as well. Knocks it first off there. Boosts down, flicks the car round, and makes sure if it was going to touch the post, he's there to block it straight in and tie that one up at 2 apiece. Goal G comes from Dodon UK. And this one, they're 2-0 down and they definitely need a goal. And what a nice way to do it. Anyone for a turtle slide? Dodon, loving your work. Game on. Goal H. This is Fallen AX. And again, this game, well, it is 6-1, all but over. But you never say never in Rocket League, and Fallen AX, well, they've got some skills, which means the game is never over, because they can pull this out of the bag at any time. That has just made it 6-2, still over a minute 30. They are still in this one. Seeing that one more time. Awesome work. Solo effort. His teammate was going up for it, but you know what? Fallen didn't need him. He was in there. Great goal. Next up, your penultimate choice is goal I, and it comes from Neon Redblade. 2-0 up. Just over 2 minutes remaining. One more goal would finish it. And Neon is going to deliver it. From one end of the pitch all the way to the other. I am loving your work there, my friend. Nice control. Again, following the ball. Defender, thinking he was going to come and get it, ended up looking like a dummy. And your final choice is goal J, and it comes from Why You Heckin' Lion. And this one, I am loving. Great dupe there. What control of the car, and controlling the ball. And a lovely cheeky finish, making it 5-2. That dupe there takes 2 of them out of the equation, and then has time to flip the car over, put it in, 5-2. MVP most definitely. So there you go, those are your choices. It is now down to you to vote and decide in the comments below. Just write the letter or the letters and number of the one that you want to progress to the goal of the month down below to give it your vote. Plus the winner will also get themselves a T999 branded t-shirt. And if you want to get involved in this or any of the other series on the channel, just go to the most recent video that relates to your clip and leave it linked in the comments section to give yourself the opportunity. And if you want to win that Call of Duty Black Ops 3 Juggernaut edition, head on over to my Twitter at TommyT999, check out the pinned tweet, follow the instructions there, and that could be yours. If you want to check out some previous videos, you can, they are linked on screen now, including an early look at Star Wars Battlefront 2, 10 things you need to know, and also a look at Prey, brand new game coming out in May, and a chance to win that game as well. I've been TommyT999, thanks for all of your support, and I'll speak to you again in the next one.